Bonjour, bonsoir. So I thought that for today's video I was going to show how I organize my film photos, so the ones that are printed, but it will actually be more about asking you how you organize your photos. I'm pretty satisfied with how I organize my photos right now. I'm going to show you, but I'm still open to new ideas because I'm pretty sure that there are some better ways to do this rather than what I'm doing right now. Okay, so let's start. Just so that we're on the same page, I'm talking about just regular 10 by 15 centimeters photo prints. So I was just looking for like regular photo albums. First, I found that they were like super expensive, so I'm not happy with that. They didn't even have the kind of look that I wanted, like not something sober, like I don't want something pink with little hearts or whatever, or little ponies or unicorns or, you know. And on top of that, they were not convenient, like you would have to glue the four corners and whatnot, and I didn't want something like this. So my first idea was to get something like this. So just something simple with the plastic transparent sheets. You just put some white paper in there, and I would use some tapes, one that you use for painting, to just stick the photos to the paper. And that's about it, and that way you can also store the negatives in there. But I'm not necessarily a big fan of this solution, mainly because I'm not a big fan of plastic. I don't really like the material in itself, the noise it creates, and just there's a glare on the photos, because I like when the photos are like matte. And with that, you can see it's not really pleasant to look at them. You can see the, you know, like the reflection of the lights and stuff. Not really cool. So now I'm switching to a different solution, which is even more simple than that. Just regular notebooks, but the big ones, so they are 24 by 32 centimeters. So that means because the photos are 10 by 15 centimeters, you can put 3 of those. I chose 48 pages and not 96 because I thought that once you put the photos inside, it's just going to be too big. I bought 4 in the same colors, blue again, to sort of have a consistent look. And the cover though is plasticky so that it's more solid than just regular paper one. And I'm simply using some envelopes to store the negatives, and I just glue them inside the notebook with the photos. So I've already started one. You can actually see, maybe. I am really late, by the way. That's like photos from 2019 that I'm organizing right now. So there, for example, from London in 2019, I have the negative in there. There you go. They are bad photos, by the way, but I still want to keep them for just like memories and stuff. I don't know if that's the best way to store and to protect your photos, but I still think that it's better than just keeping them in that. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to keep on organizing more rows in there. I know it's some old ones, so I've already done some videos about those, but I think it's also a nice opportunity to just do a little throwback to that time and to show you some of them if I like them and completely forgot about them and I just want to share them with you. I will just put a movie or a series or something on Netflix and organize my photos at the same time, so it's a rather relaxing activity. It's really nice. Alright, so the last row was 2019, around Christmas time. Greenwich Market. And the little lights. That's around the time where I worked at the Royal Museums of Greenwich. So that's the Maritime Museum, the Cul-de-sac, Queen's House, and there is also the observatory. This one we are going to do today. It's still London from July to September 2019. Photos taken with the Mamiya ZM Quartz with a roll of Kodak Color Plus 200. Some nice stuff. It's probably one of my finest camera, except that I've done like 2 or 3 rolls with it. And the mechanism, like the winding mechanism, it doesn't work anymore, so I can't even put the roll inside. In Green Park Station. If you want to see more of them and like the proper scans, there is a video about this somewhere on my YouTube channel.
You're not bothered with it. You have a job.
god. That's in Greenwich. This roll is from October 2019 to January 2020. It's a bit of London in England and Aix-en-Provence in the south of France. And it's photos taken with my Minolta Zoom 110 plus a roll of Fujicolor C200. There is nothing new under the sun except you. Some photos from Aix-en-Provence. Camden. That's St. Paul's Cathedral and the Millennium Bridge. St. Paul's Cathedral again, with the Millennium Bridge right there, right in front. One of the views from the Tate Modern, a self-portrait from inside the Tate Modern. That's some photos taken at night outside of the Tate Modern Museum. That's the Shakespeare Theatre, the Globe I think it's called. And there, some more blurry night photos. That was my room in London in the shared flat. I had put some stuff on the ceiling to make it nicer, and on the walls and everywhere. This one is December 2019 and maybe January 2020 in Aix-en-Provence in the south of France. Oh, that one is nice. It was taken with the Exacta Jagd Dresden, so it's the only time I've used that camera. It was my grandfather's camera. I've never known him. He died when my mom was 12. But yeah, it's nice to know that somehow I've been using the same camera he used in the same streets of the same city, because my family is from this city where my mom and so on are still living in. And the roll was a roll of Kodak Color Plus 200. It's all very blurry because this camera is not in the best of shapes. So let me show you some of the photos. That's in Le Parc Vendôme. The highlights are fine, but a bit too dark in the shadows. Again, same. Main fountain with the lions. It's a big one. If you go to Aix-en-Provence you have to see it, but it's right in the city center, so yeah. This is that's a cinema where I went when I was a child. I think that's La Place des Quatre Dauphins, so the square of the 4 dolphins, and that's another fountain. Basically, I think at some point Aix-en-Provence was known for its baths, so it's called Ville d'eau et d'art, so city of water and art. A nice tree, more nice trees with the sunset. A nice little cafe. Those trees again, just too dark, but that's the city hall. I don't remember what's the lens on there, but it's really damaged. And yeah, but I've made a video again about this specific roll, so you can see the scans and stuff, and you can see the actual camera. That's again at the Parc Vendôme, a reflection of the pavilion in the little fountain. The actual pavilion. More trees. That's the light is not right. And we are back at the beginning. Alright, so I'm going to put those photos in this new notebook. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and remember to give me your ideas because I'm really interested in that. I really want to know if you have other solutions to store and protect your photos. Okay, thank you, goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Bye!